Cash rules everything around me. That's why I put that quality into my work. It sounds so astounding. I'm on these weak motherfuckers next, like the Florida sun. I just begun still chasing paper to reorder funds. Vegetation helps with manifestation, invoking growth while on purple clouds. The feeling of you levitating. The feeble-minded get emasculated. The more powerful minds are exceeding to complete their expectations. Destined for greatness, no natural disaster can shake this. My gamma compares me to Job because of my patience. I understand we all go through stages as we live through ages. Work for longevity and match your wages. Staying out of cages, writing my own pages. Seeing life clear without the procedure of LASIK. Some niggas lives and let it all, that's why they have to fake it. Some same motherfuckers love being stuck in the matrix. Cash rules everything around me. I'm watching my surroundings. Be sure you can float to keep from drowning. Cash rules everything around me. I'm watching my surroundings. Be sure you can float to keep from drowning. C-R-E-A-M, go get the money. 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 I chop trees like a lumberjack. It's lightning inside of that mason jar, that thunder pack. You old motherfuckers past your prime. Time for you to move around, motherfucker. The real is back. The show arrived to feel the aura before I step aside. She twisting up that Drexler that make us both glide like Clyde the Perrier, steel cold carbonated. Steph is dope, I'm here now, that's the proclamation. You don't like your situation, change it. If the shit is out of order, little nigga, you should rearrange it. I'm jotting something cold. Alaskans understand lyrics can be inscribed on igloos on their native land. Yeah, cream make the world go round along with character. The minute that you don't want to grow, that's your barrier. You niggas big cap sombrero. Focus on that goddamn dinero. Cash rules everything around me. I'm watching my surroundings. Be sure you can float to keep from drowning. Cash rules everything around me. I'm watching my surroundings. Be sure you can float to keep from drowning. C-R-E-A-M, go get the money. 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 Some cold ass Pinot Grigio. Shit, baby, you gotta be wet as Fiji. You want me to swim in it? Mark Phelps ain't got shit on me. Breaststroke be the best stroke. Shit, you sitting here looking all sexy. Go ahead and twist something up, then. I'm down. Shit, kill over there. This style ain't for everybody. My confidence confused with cocky. Listen, baby, I already told you I'm not them. I am him with a water, with a lemon, some Colorado grass. Watch it rock you, bitch, I'm influential. I said, bitch, I'm influential. If you think not, you're lying through your teeth, and that there is dental. I'm standing on my own chin. In reality, I can't pretend. She twisting up some Pacquiao, that power punch, smoke, let's begin. Lately, I've been in my home station, playing PlayStation, thumbing through a little social media. The time I'm wasting, so instead I think of many ways I can get this cheese. 1 stream, 2 streams, 3 streams, 4 please. If you working hard, baby, play harder, baby. I want my ab rollers on it, playing the Carter. They hate you when you so original, that's hella dumb. I'm trying to scrape my plate clean, I need every crumb. This a private session, better hide your own. You better hide your space, boo. Don't you leave them home. I need that good energy when I'm in my zone. Shit, I'm way out space. I forgot my phone. Factual, puff, puff, pass that good shit. Puff, puff, puff. I just need you to puff, puff that good shit. Factual, puff, puff, pass that good shit. Puff, puff, puff. I just need you to pass me that good shit. She rolling one, she just rolling one. Look, bitch, we going up, we just going up. Ho, ho. I just need you to pass me that good shit. Puff, puff, then pass it. You spaced out, it's good shit. This here's wax, I bees on that. Yes, Lord, I know how to act. Plus the purple pack, what's my lighter jack? THC from the abstract Cadillac, smoked out, choked out, and floating out from rolling that. Writing raps to quote, now it's dope, now spoke, now from a Mac. Bitch, you know my heart froze, but genuine love my heart goes. The game is told and not sold. You simp niggas always fold, stay on code. The definition of a P is someone that's simply like me. I'ma need my finder's fee. So please don't play with me. Imported OG vegetables is on the menu as we continue this marathon. It gets suspenseful. Factuals. My mind is sharp as Ginsu's, that's why I write with utensils to eat these instrumentals that I intend to. Factuals. This a private session. Better hide your own. You better hide your space, boo. Space. Don't you leave them home. I need that good energy. When I'm in my zone. Shit, I'm way out in space. I forgot my phone. Factual. Puff, puff, pass that good shit. Puff, puff, puff. I just need you to puff, puff that good shit. Factual. Puff, puff, pass that good shit. Puff, puff, puff. I just need you to pass me that good shit.
I swear I be giving y'all my life in these verses. I can't really make none of this shit up. This is my life as I know it. All factuals. I ain't got no time to sit down and lie to you. I just be jotting down my life. Netflix and chill. Baby braiding up my hair. I thought I told you that my game Frigidaire. Just trying to make sure you're aware. It's a whole lot of money to be made everywhere, and it's solely up to you if you gon' get it how you live it. Hennessy Code, that's factuals. My young thing got potential, let me package you. If you know, then you know I can mold you, baby. Put your listening ears on, don't be talking crazy. I ain't nothing like you used to. Coolin', I'm staying away from all that stupid shit too. Gotta get the bag, maneuvering in silence, life's good. Why would I wake up choosing violence? Damn shame they don't wanna see you happy on this side of gallons, getting brain freezes from some daiquiris. I need that shit like right now, baby. I need that shit like right now. Listen, I need that shit like right now, baby. I need that shit like right now. Shit. Listen, love, don't you know that we are just coolin'? And baby, I just want you to chill. We just groovin'. Listen, I need that shit like right now, baby. I need that shit like right now. Listen, I'm feeling alright now. Shit, I'm feeling alright now. Good. First they seem to love you and then that shit turn to hate. I could really give a fuck cause I wanna just elevate. Getting placed in and out of Cali on the weekends, just to get your mind right and stay about the deep end. Thank you God, I know I'm favored how my life is going. The ones who fake you kept them from me and it's really showing. Bruce Lee, raw aura, baby, I be glowing. You can't gain me love, I be knowing. If you stand for nothing, then you fall for something. Some bad bitches that you see ain't never worth the cuffing. I remain cooler than the cut, you know what it's up. Riding around on assignment, baby, you know what it's up. I need that shit like right now, baby. I need that shit like right now. Listen, I need that shit like right now, baby. I need that shit like right now. Shit. Listen, love, don't you know that we are just coolin'? Baby, I just want you to chill. We just groovin'. Yeah, baby, that's the one. Like I said, I need that shit like right now. Like right now. Don't get none of that on my shoes either. don't give a fuck how much sauce you see. Yeah, you the one. I'm built for this shit. Stupid motherfucker could never trick me off my platform. And that Perrier still cold too, nigga.
Ooh. As long as it's air in my lungs, I'm gonna recite my life, so soak it up like a sponge. I'm a pillar, scroller, killer, vegetables. You want some, but you put nothing on the pack, so now you look the fuck dumb. One thing that I achieved is that I cooled out in Tel Aviv. Bottled up some holy water, now my mama please. Coffee around my cranium, I'm dripped down. They was wishing for a true one, ooh, I'm here now. You niggas pussy, go and get a pap smear now. I'll yank a bitch talking crazy and I'll wear out. Keep it G to a T, 100% me. 100 in some jiggy textiles, ho, I style me. If you mad, little bitch, gon' stay mad. Instead of being on some fuck shit, go get a bag. I lost count on all the songs I said that same shit. Well, be about your business, not that lame shit. I can tell they watching now because they bite the style. Document my life, important that I write it down. If you want that fuck shit, don't you come around. Stay consistent, keep your distance from them fuck arounds. How you like me now, baby? How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now, baby? How you like me now? How you like me now, baby? How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now, baby? How you like me now? Yo, yeah. Fuck us up. Oh, so dope live. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button. I appreciate your subscription. Share the live stream. You don't have to bear with me this time. It's already shared the live stream. Yeah. All that in one sentence. How y'all feeling on this good Sunday, man? I hope good. I feel good. Another day, another opportunity. Appreciate each and every last one of y'all that's in the chat, that's been supporting, that's been hitting that subscribe button, that's been sharing the live streams, that's been engaging in the chats, engaging in the comment section on videos. I appreciate it all. Oh so dope, oh so dope, oh so dope, oh so dope, oh so dope. Yeah, we lit. We got some great people in the chat. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. We're going to really have a good conversation this Sunday. I feel like this is a good topic, a reflection of what's going on and just in life, and of course this sector as well. And we're going to do some real talk today, y'all. Really break this thing down and get a better understanding of what we're seeing and hearing. You know, just by being on YouTube and seeing the behaviors of characters, I should say. So we're gonna get into this. First, you know, I gotta do a little roll call. So if you're in the building, say what's up. Appreciate each and every last one of y'all, man. It's lit. Let me check these levels while I'm up here. Check these levels. Oh yeah, we sound good. Everything crystal clear. Like that. We in there. It's lit. I'm gonna put some respect on your name. Let me get right. Right. Let me get right, baby. Bam. Oh, so dope live. We are here. We are back for another discussion, conversation, however you want to put it. We back. However you want to slice it. Doing some real talk here, y'all. And as I sit back and think of the topics that I come up with, of course, they're spawned from behaviors that I've noticed around the sector and behaviors that I see in reality as well, that people are acting on actions or displaying behaviors that they might not even have no idea that they're displaying, and not know that there's a explanation or a definition as to what the fuck they're doing. But before we get into that, roll call. Lisa Queen B in the building. It's good, Lisa. Michael Ben, what's up? Supernova in the building. What's up, Super? Yeah, put like a little poll up too, you know what I'm saying? See if y'all wanted that new song. Kept it brief, you know, I didn't want to have linger it too long, you know. People that voted, they gonna vote. So I just went on there to play it, so I wanted to give that to y'all. Something that I had for quite some time already, that I was going back and forth with, like, should I release this? Should I not? But I should say, hey, all content is good content. So I just said, let me go ahead and put it out there. What good is it for me to hold on to it when I could just put it out there and let people, you know, for people's enjoying and listening pleasures. Appreciate y'all in the building, man. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share the live stream. Appreciate that, Super. Definitely some good vibrations on that one.
something nice and easy. That song right there, How You Like Me Now, of course, inspired by Kool Moe Dee, but it also has like a Barry White feel. Like when I listened to that instrumental, right away I went into like a Barry White bag. Like that sound like some shit Barry White just doing. You know, he up there crooning to, you know, the ooh, I'll play your game, baby. So nigga kind of felt like Dope White on that joint. I was Dope White, you know what I'm saying? Playing your game, baby. Yeah, that was a feel good joint right there. Something to like ride around to, clear your mind. Good vibes, the instrumental cooling. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna kick some lyrics over that shit. You know, give you a piece of my mind. Just wanted to kind of craft something soothing. As far as the project, I want to say that it's done. I think I have all the songs that I actually want to use. So, and I got the track listing. So right now, I think my main focus now is just choosing like some actual good cover art. I've been going between so many different ideas that I just can't really narrow it down. But that won't be nothing that'll take forever. I'm gonna try to get it out. I want to get this project out by the end of this month, you know, so I have something for y'all to listen to. So we're gonna shoot for like at least towards the end of August, you know, so I can kind of catch that last bit of summer. Poster been had is done, but you know, again, life be lifing. So, you know, here we are. You know, between like the shows and, you know, work and other things that I got going on, I got to be able to delegate time for all interests and things alike. So, yeah. So, with that being said, I wanted to do a good Sunday morning live. Was the evening now, well, midday, with y'all discussing some very critical things that we see a lot of, but a lot of people haven't identified the behavior because not they might either be indulging in the behavior or recognize the behavior but don't want to say anything about it because they're afraid of what light it will put them in. But if you're your own individual person, it shouldn't matter what the next person think, because you got your own mind. And having your own mind is key. We see a lot of people say that they have their own mind, but they really don't have their own mind because they're so focused on worried about what the next person's going to say about them. And that should never be the basis of any decision or choice you make in life if you're doing it for other people. Because the moment that you're doing it for other people is the moment you're no longer doing it for yourself. Whatever it is that you do in life, if you're worried about what people are going to say, or you're worried about doing it the exact same way as somebody that's doing it, or whatever it is they're doing it, you're basically following their blueprint instead of creating your own. So, as y'all see the title, Also Dope explains the difference between heuristic and dialectic methods. Let's have a conversation. We first got to understand what heuristic methods are. So, here we are. We have a definition. So, heuristic, being that we know it's an adjective, and I believe this was from the definition of Merriam-Webster. It is characterized by disputatious and often subtle and specious reasoning. When I read this, and again, when I do these live streams like that, when I'm just really shedding light on behaviors and being able to identify them, it's also lessons for me as well. So when I see specious reasoning, myself, I'm like, specious reasoning. So we got to understand what specious reasoning is as well. And what specious reasoning is also an adjective used to describe. So basically it's an adjective used to describe another adjective. So specious reasoning is superficially plausible but actually wrong. That is the definition of specious. Superficially plausible but actually wrong. Misleading in appearance and especially misleadingly attractive. So going out your way to actually to be wrong, and a person having knowledge that it is wrong. So we got to take it back again. So now that we have an understanding of specious reasoning, heuristic, one more time, is characterized by disputatious and often subtle and specious reasoning. Specious reasoning, actually wrong. Some would say heuristic describes the things that have to do with an argument or simply the tendency to debate, especially when someone loves to win an argument and values that more than highly than arriving at the truth. I'll say it again. Heuristic describes things that have to do with an argument or simply the tendency to debate, especially when someone loves to win an argument and values that more highly than arriving at the truth. The person doing the argument could also be called an heuristic. And they give an example. It makes me mad when that heuristic wins his debates with his false arguments. And also the word heuristic is the origin of it is, of course, a Greek terminology with the root word eris, which of course means strife or discord. The root word eris, which means strife. That in itself explains to us that when you have people, and we see that a lot in this sector, a lot of people displaying heuristic behavior, or they're just heuristic, because they say you could define somebody as just being heuristic. You have that a lot in the sector where it's not about getting down to the truth. It's just a person arguing for the sake of just arguing. They want to win an argument because they just want to be right. Regardless of what they're arguing about is founded in truth, they don't care about that. They just want to feel right. Going out their way to actually just argue. Again, we see that, like I said, we see that in the sector. and sure enough, and simple enough as we see it, a person feels like they win arguments by just the loudest microphone. People are just loud and wrong, saying any and everything for content, saying anything in life for shock value, just to get. And again, I'm chalking this up to attention, because attention is a hell of a drug. If you are willing to argue for the sake of arguing, regardless if what you're saying isn't rooted in truth, just to feel like you right because you put it this way, overtalk somebody, cutting people off just to make a point that doesn't even make sense. You're heuristic. Just simply going out your way just to argue a point. And the sick thing about it is the people that mainly go out of their way to be an heuristic are people that actually understand the truth and possibly knows that it's bullshit. We see that a lot just on these YouTube streets. For example, again, this kind of stuff you can apply to your reality and the cyber world shit. I've heard a content creator say that a lot of people gotta stop trying to apply reality to, I'll just say per se, YouTube. How can we not apply the reality to YouTube when people that put out content or things that they type in chats is a reflection of who they are? It would make no sense for me to be saying outlandish things or typing things just for the sake of an argument, knowing that what I'm saying is just to cause strife, when I know I don't have to. That's not even the kind of person I am. But people go out of their way in the cyber world like YouTube just to do those kind of things, and it makes no sense at all. all for the sake of arguing, y'all. Knowing they completely can't even, completely wouldn't even do that in a reality, but that's something that they have the tendency to do because they have no problem doing it on YouTube, which of course, again, is a display of character. I gave y'all my take on excessive behavior. I gave y'all my take on effeminate men, effeminate males. All these things are cohesive. And not far-fetched at all from them not being almost the same thing. Because a person can be obsessive with trying to argue for the sake of just wanting to feel right, even if it's not rooted in truth, in heuristic. Just something to think about. Now, of course, with every word, it's always an antonym or the opposite, which, of course, in this situation, the opposite of heuristic would be dialectic. Now, dialectic is something something that I practice when I'm up here. I'll give the definition first, but the dialectic is something that should be practiced more just up here on social media as well. Of course, in your reality too, when you go to make choices or make decisions or act on thoughts that come to your mind. So let's not figure out, but let's get the definition of dialectic. Dialectic, according to Merriam-Webster, any systematic reasoning, exposition, or argument that juxtaposes opposed or contradictory ideas and usually seeks to resolve their conflict. A method of examining and discussing opposing ideas in order to find the truth. An intellectual exchange of ideas. An intellectual exchange of ideas. Now, granted, I want to say this first and foremost. I appreciate everybody that's in this live stream right now, because this is how can I put it? This is a prime example of how all this stuff makes sense to me, because if I would have had any other subject matter or title or thumbnail up that invokes drama or my thoughts on somebody that's very dramatic, that's very dramatic or heuristic, it'll be a different outcome, because people know that drama sells. Controversy sells. Hell, sex sells. That's just the world we live in. And that's just a prime example of that. Again, I'll read that again. The definition of dialectic is any systematic reasoning, exposition, or argument that juxtaposes opposed or contradictory ideas and usually seeks to resolve their conflict. Usually seeks to resolve the conflict. So two people are having basically a debate or a conversation, but these are two people that understand that they're trying to come to an understanding or resolve. Not one person trying to feel right, even though they know what they're speaking of isn't rooted in any kind of truth, but actually understanding that, okay, they have their opinion just like the other person has their opinion. So now we have to find a way to meet in the middle, or possibly agree to disagree. You don't see a lot of that because people don't have the mental capacity like that, and a lot of people never had that kind of teaching. That's why I touched on this subject, because a lot of people, before actually seeking knowledge on their own, they'll go watch a video first to get an understanding. They'll go on their own. They won't go on their own to seek the knowledge. They rather watch it in a video to get an understanding. That's why I felt this kind of topic was important. So now that we have the definition for dialectic, like I said, this stuff roots back to Greek terms and Greek words from the 1700s. So it just lets you know how long just people always been this way since the beginning of time, and it has done nothing but evolve and turned into something even more crazy, because the internet is a means for everybody to be connected, all from the safety of their home. So you can be whoever the fuck you want to be online. That's why you see the behaviors you see up here. All this extra dumb shit. Nurse Patty, what's going on?
Hey, yo, Freddie.
That's what goes back to, the social media characters. A person feel like they have to be somebody or be this way in order to be accepted, which goes back again to what I was saying. The moment that you feel like you have to do things to be looked at in the eye of somebody else, instead of looking at yourself and being 1,000 with yourself, it's the moment you ain't even living for yourself. You living for other people, caring about what people think. Not saying you don't want to take or accept constructive criticism, because you can always build from that. But basically, harboring all the negativity that somebody speaks. Everything doesn't deserve a response. That's what I'm getting with that. Everything don't deserve a response. And most, if not everything that you encounter, should be handled with logic. You can always tell a person that's emotional just off the decisions and things they do, off impulse, no explanation. So, which brings me to what I was saying as far as it being, like I said, it's a Greek term, eris, which means, of course, strife and discord, from the Greek term that was used from the 1700s. You have the famous artist Plato, and Plato initially, his initial distinction is given in 3 terms. I put 2 like bro man. 3 terms. It's 3 terms. Bro man from the 5th floor. Plato's initial distinction is given in 3 terms, evidently connected with one another. Like I said, it's all a connection that's to explain the behaviors of people and why they do what they do, and to be able to identify the behavior, so you'll be able to make a more logical response, or to have a logical response, or move accordingly without making no decision that you make being based in emotions and being emotional. And I really want to say this message right here is for men. Of course, this can apply for everybody, but this really a message for men. Men should always be ready to make decisions logically. You shouldn't want to have anything settled or set in emotions. Because then once you make a decision off of emotion, now you have to find yourself trying to retract statements or try to right your wrongs when it's too late. The first response is the honest response. But like I said, Plato's initial distinction is given in 3 terms, evidently connected with one another. The first one, Eristic. Eristic is for the young. Like we've already got the definition of heuristic. Arguing just for the sake of arguing, just to feel right, knowing that the points you're making are invalid, and intentionally fueling the argument that you're presenting just to feel right. Plato believed that's for a young individual. When you have actual adults with that mindset to this day, a childish mindset, have the mental capacity of an adolescent, which explains why you see the behaviors you see just on YouTube in general. So how can you not look at the behaviors that's being put on display by people up here on YouTube and not apply it to their reality? Because it's the World Wide Web where anybody can see this shit. And we all know people take this Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, they take all that shit at face value. What they see, they believe. People ain't doing no research. What's said and what they see, they believe that shit. Plato right here says Eristic is for the young. He believed that's young people shit. Dialectic is for the mature. Eristic is for the young. Dialectic is for the mature. Having those past experiences, learning from those past experiences, being able to identify those situations that arrive, that you'll know how to handle those, thinking logically. Because if you go responding to everybody with all these heuristic behaviors and methods that they use to try to get a rise out of people, you'll drive yourself crazy. Which no longer, like they said, if you see two people arguing, you can't tell who's who. They just look like two fools. You can't tell who's who. Everything does not deserve a response. And the things you do respond to, you should logically explain or answer those as such. I'm just trying to give y'all some gems, man, how to move on this motherfucking YouTube shit and just in life in general. It doesn't pay to do things off of emotion. You have to definitely think about repercussions or what can come from or results from the decisions that you make and choices. So that was his first term. The second term is heuristic is for the sport. Dialectic is in the earnest. People just argue for the sake of arguing because they look at it as a sport. You know what I'm saying? No, there's no real reason as to why they would even want to even argue. They just arguing because there's something they enjoy doing. That's why you see different people on panels. And I'm using YouTube because this is something we all can resonate with. You have different people hopping on panels, different panels on different content creators' channels, just to argue with people in the chat or argue with different content creators, all not looking for no kind of resolution. Just want to constantly keep shit going because that is people content. What kind of content is that? Arguing, spewing lies, all for the sake of entertainment for your audience who consumes that, which again tells me if a person can listen and watch that kind of stuff, you are that kind of person. You are definitely that kind of person. And I don't look at you otherwise. You are definitely that kind of person. How can you be anything other than that if you can sit there and listen to trash like that, especially when you know it's a lie? Some people definitely wouldn't mind want to keep the lie going because that's what interests them. That's what keeps people interested. And content creators that pride themselves on that kind of material, you know, that says a lot about them. That says a lot about them. Again, Plato saying heuristic is for the sport. Like we said, the definition of heuristic. Just arguing just to be arguing because people enjoy it. People that enjoy arguing are heuristic. That's an heuristic. That's just what it is. That's what we see every day. People just arguing just to argue. That shit ain't content. That's unnecessary energy being wasted when you can be doing something way more productive with life than sitting up here arguing with folks you ain't gonna see and don't know. The only knowledge or intel that you have of people is what you see them putting out here in these videos or what they type in those chats. That tells that right there is telling. And a lot of people don't like those truths because they're not thinking that they're on display like that when they really are. Everything has a digital trail, digital footprints, and people believe what the fuck they see, especially if you're a person that's somebody different in every chat that you go in. Or if you're a content creator that's saying one thing and then you're being seen somewhere else saying another. That's a sport. People actually take pride in that kind of foolishness. And he said dialectic is in the earnest. Being sincere. With the conviction in what you're saying, meaning what you're saying what you mean. Shit that I pride myself on. A lot of people confuse that with, oh, he got attitude, he upset. No, I just mean what I say and say what I mean. I mean this shit. I'm not playing when I say what I say. And stand on everything that I say. Especially if I'm being logical about it. That's the thing. You know, when I say men got to get back to being men, that's exactly just that. Right what Plato said. Being dialectic is in earnest. What you saying? When people hear you talk, they feel that shit because they know it's coming from a place of sincerity. They can tell it by how you so convicted when you speak. You should, as a man, you shouldn't want to go out your way to be weak or be viewed as weak. You should want to stand for something. Y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me though. See, I figure we go ahead and preach the gospel on a Sunday. And number 3, the third term, heuristic serves contradiction as an end in itself. Dialectic serves the truth. I'll read it again. His third and last term was heuristic serves contradiction as an end in itself. Dialectic serves the truth. Heuristic serves as a contradiction. A person going into an argument knowing that they're gonna be doing some double talking, only to in itself fuel more fire to the argument, just the sake of just arguing. People will say anything just to argue. It's a sport, like he said. And at the beginning, he said evidently connected with one another. These are the things that connects all the characteristics of heuristic. They all make sense. Person going into an argument, double talking, all for the sake of argument, just to keep it going, knowing that they know what they're saying is definitely not rooted in truth, and will argue to the end just for the sake of feeling right. Dialectic serves the truth, meaning doing your research, doing your due diligence to make sure that what you say or what you speak on is rooted in truth because of the research. But again, dialectic methods are only effective when it's two people that understand that concept. You can't have a person that's practicing dialectic methods having a conversation with somebody that's of course displaying eristic methods. It's not going to work. It's two different worlds. That's why you see a lot of times in this sector, you have people displaying heuristic behavior because they don't want no kind of sense of leaving well enough alone or coming together or basically agreeing to disagree. No, the drama sells. One person trying to be more right than the other person. Who got the loudest mic? All wasted energy. And when you see men, and when I see males, I ain't gonna say all men, when I see males doing that shit, fussing and cussing and hollering at one like women and women, and it's some women that don't even partake in that kind of shit. But messy females that do that, and to see males acting like messy females, I just gotta shake my head, because I see that men have lost their way. That's why a lot of females view men as weak. Well, some men as weak by what they put on display. You should always make sure what you're saying is logical, especially up here on YouTube, where people can actually rewind content, play it back, and play it over again. Which most people like to do as far as reactions and give their point of view, because I've seen that as well, where a person that displays heuristic behavior try to give a reaction to somebody that practices dialectic methods or dialectic behavior. It's not gonna make sense. It's definitely not gonna make sense. Those views are not the same, especially when you look at argument, being argumentative as a sport, or arguing with somebody as a sport. It's never going to be the same. It's never going to work. It's not going to make any sense at all. Ridiculous. But that was Plato's initial distinctions between heuristic and dialectic methods. Ways. Now let's think about some of the ways to think and act dialectically. And this is according to guideposts. I read them, but I'll share my responses with y'all, and y'all can feel free to tell me what you think as well as I read these. But this is from guideposts, and this is what guideposts believes are different ways to sorry y'all, hold on. This is guideposts, and what they think of are ways to think and act dialectically. Let's think. All right, so number one, again, according to guideposts, ways to think and act dialectically. Their first suggestion: practice looking at other point of views. Practice looking at other points of views. There are multiple sides to a story. Try to find the kernel of truth in more than one side. So with that, you will have to be a person that's able to think before you speak. Being able to respond, listening to, how can I put this? Listening to understand instead of listening to respond. And not meaning like you understand and then you like just gotta agree with everything you hear. No. Listen and let the person get their complete thought out. If it's something you can pull from that, then pull it. If not, at least you allowed that person to get their thought out. Take what they said and apply it to whatever it is that you want to present to them in that conversation or debate. You just have to be open to a point of view, period. That's a practice of being dialectic, or being a dialect, or dialectic methods. Practice of a dialectic method. Being able to hear multiple sides. Just being able to. Like they said, it's or trying to find some truth in the conversation, period. More so the person that you're having a conversation or debate with. Number two, Remember that no one has the absolute truth. They say no one has the absolute truth, but I'll say this: if it's a debate or a conversation where you have two people speaking on something, where you have sources, to me, and what they call them receipts today, that can be used as truth, especially if somebody have misspoke, or like heuristic and saying just any and everything, and a person practicing dialectic methods wants to actually respond to it because they feel like it's feasible to what they got going on. Because again, every response, sometimes no response is a response, but the things that you feel like you want to speak on, you do just that. So receipts, cited resources, wherever you pulled your information, that can be truth, and that can be presented in a debate or a conversation. So they said no one has the absolute truth. If you got receipts, and like I said, I believe that's part of whatever the debate is or the conversation, because you definitely can get some truth in a conversation, especially if it's two logical people that's having a conversation. Because we got to remember, heuristic deals in illogical, and dialectic deals in logical. Number 3, use I feel blank statements instead of you are this way or that way statements, or that's just the way it is statements. Be descriptive. You can say I feel in a conversation, of course, that you're having with somebody, like leading into that, like, you know, I feel that you said the wrong things, or you may have misspoke on a certain situation that I had some knowledge about, but I wanted to correct that to give you the knowledge as to what you had misspoke on. Point blank, period. And that can open up a door to having a dialectic conversation. Now, if a person is just, you know, again, displaying heuristic behavior where they just want to spew out all types of shit and want no kind of reasoning, or spew all types of stuff with specious reasoning, they ain't trying to hear that. They're just gonna keep piling on the lies. That's a very illogical person. You only can have these conversations with people that want to have an understanding, and that have an understanding of themselves already. You can't do this with any and everybody. You have to be mature and have a logical way of thinking. Point blank, period. Number 4, do not assume that you know what is in someone else's head. Check out your assumptions. For example, why did you say that? What did you mean by that? Do not expect that other people can read your mind. For example, what I'm trying to say is, I feel blank about blank. This is basically saying, don't assume that a person knows what you're going to say. If you mean what you say and say what you mean, you stand on that. Like, again, this is why I say this is critical for men to understand this live stream, because this is for us. Because I see a lot of weak males out here. Motherfuckers look weak. They look feeble. Soft as tissue paper in a lot of situations up here. And men have to get back to being men. And the only way that'll happen if men grasp an understanding of what it is that entails and standing on your own 10 as a man. Not being so quick to try to overtalk people. It just don't make no sense. Hold on, y'all. And that's something, and that right there is something too. Like, I'm gonna segue into that. That's even an example right there about what I'm speaking about as far as heuristic and dialectic behavior. For instance, these trolls right here. You have trolls. Y'all hear what I'm speaking about as far as the subject matter, but you have weak men that use troll accounts to throw you off, or not just weak men, weak people, weak-minded people creating troll accounts to throw you off from something that you wasn't even speaking about, showing how weak they are. Eristic behavior, just simply typing and saying things, trying not to get no resolution, but only for the sake of the content, which you can't never, like I've been telling you, stupid people that create these troll accounts, you can never throw me off my game. It's all here. That's why I can never be defeated, because of my mental, how I look at things logically. Especially if you got to come in here with a troll account, because I drop the link every time I do a live stream. So, and I will drop the link for this live stream as well, so we can have a conversation. See, this is what I'm saying. Men got to get back to being men. Men is too soft. Men are full of pink shit. Weirdos. That's why women look at y'all as soft. Y'all spend all day chasing other people and other men online with that obsessive behavior. Skittles behavior. Don't stand for nothing. And this is exactly what I mean when I speak of this behavior. A lot of people display heuristic behavior. Just want to cause a conflict, just want to argue just for the sake of it. That's some messy female shit. Some Real Housewives of YouTube type shit. These motherfuckers want to be, these males up here, these effeminate males want to be Real Housewives of YouTube, or Real Housewives of this sector. They probably sit down when they pee and probably wear a tampon. Queen Regina, what's going on? Queen Regina in the building. Black Ubiquity, what's going on? It just don't make no sense, y'all. But you know, with the number 4, you just can't assume that people know what your thoughts are. You have to mean what you say and say what you mean. That's something that first and foremost you should already have an understanding of as a man. First and foremost, you mean what you say and say what you mean. You stand for something. Men, women respect that shit. Women can see that on you. The confidence, you knowing what you're speaking about, believing what you're speaking of, speaking in earnest, conviction, intense conviction, knowing what you're speaking about. The whole aura is felt. That's why I told you when I get up here and speak on these live streams the way I speak on them, it's felt. That's why people feel compelled, or put it this way, if it's a man that understands what I'm saying, he'll be like, for sure, bro, I agree with you 100%. That's what it is. But a weak male would reject that and find little ways to display heuristic behavior by trying to have arguments or trying to talk down on you in different chats and shit like that, which you see is going on, but that don't require no response. I look at that as just a male that's not assured of himself. He not sure of himself. That's why he conducts himself the way he does. That's not a reflection of me. It's a reflection of him and how weak he is. Because I'm only accountable for me and how I conduct myself up here. You men are weak. You males, I can't say y'all. You males are really weak. And women see that shit. Now, granted, we know most women do everything emotionally based, things that's based in logic. I mean, things that's both based in emotions But it's another thing when you got weak males doing everything based in emotion as well. Somebody got to stand for something. And it starts with you respecting yourself first. Have some respect for yourself. You see it all the time now around here. Nobody respects themselves, because if they did, they wouldn't conduct themselves the way they do. I don't give a shit. You talk down on I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I know who I am. I know what I stand for. I knew what I was doing when I got here. I can't never be moved by somebody that push keys behind a computer screen that don't know who they are. That's why it's imperative for you to know who you are when you up here on this internet shit. That's the difference. Number 5, accept that different opinions can be legitimate, although you do not have to agree with them. Remember, I said that. Understanding someone's point of view is not approval. For example, I see your point of view even though I do not agree with it. I just told y'all that. And this was a point that was made on guideposts as far as ways of dialectic methods. That's something I already told y'all. Just try to listen to, just try to get some understanding. And what I mean by understanding is just listening to fully what the person is speaking about, their thought. Even if you don't want to pull nothing from it, even if you don't agree with it, you still have the respect to hear what they have to say. And you want to listen so you can respond properly. Listening to understand, not listening to respond. A person that listens to respond is just going to talk soon as they hear something that they don't like. Emotional. Another form of someone being emotional. You don't even want the person to speak. They can't even complete their thought because you're so emotional, because you done heard something that you don't even agree with. That's why Plato said Eristic is for young. You got a young mind. You still a kid, a child, a little one, a jit. Being dialectic is for the mature. Understanding that you've been through experiences. You've seen the outcome of things. So you're going to handle certain situations with more care. Because you understand, especially up here on this internet, that it's digital footprints every time you do something up here. Like I said, when you decide to put on this content creator hat, you got to remember and keep in mind of everything that entails that. Because once it's up, it's stuck. You have to always be mindful of what it is that you say and do up here. Always. But that comes with maturity. Thinking before acting. Understanding what the repercussions or results will be if you conduct yourself in this manner. Even if you don't agree with what someone's saying, hear them out so you can give them the proper response in the conversation. But again, that comes with maturity, y'all. And the last one, number 6. Move away from either or. Move away from either or thinking to both and thinking. Avoid words like always or never. Be descriptive. For example, instead of saying everyone always treats me unfairly, say sometimes I am treated fairly and at other times I am treated unfairly. Because it's not always that, and that right there, you know what I look at number 6 as? a lot of that fucking victimhood shit that goes on, and I'm just using that as an example. A lot of the victimhood that goes on in just this sector alone, just to use it as an example. You see a lot of that victimhood type shit. When somebody says, so-and-so always doing this, so it's never a time they not doing it. Just every time you see them, they doing that shit. Some victim shit. Or so-and-so always doing this to me. That's some victimhood shit. And again, you're not talking in logic. Very illogical. And very emotional, might I add, too, if you always feel like somebody doing something, especially if they're not even doing it to you. I've literally seen somebody say in the chat, oh, so dope, always doing that. Oh, so dope, always. How the fuck I'm always doing something? I don't even know who the fuck you is. On top of that, ain't never seen you on my chat. Never crossed any kind of words with you. No kind of conversation up here. But I'm always doing something. But and again, that takes me back to what I was saying to y'all. You just got to be mindful of who's watching, because it's a lot of people that'll put shit on your name that don't even fucking know you, and only doing that for the sake of some content that they think is entertainment to their audience, when their audience is just as sick and twisted as they are. And there's no place for that. And those people 9 times out of 10 never succeed, because what they do isn't rooted in anything real. Forced content. Nothing organic about it, to the point that they have to lie to themselves when they do that shit in order to present that to their audience, because they believe that to be truth when they know it's not rooted in nothing but fake shit. Well, this number 6 is basically saying, stay away from the either or thinking, or and both and. Basically, and. Yeah, I usually go live. How can I put it? Let me think of, okay. Like the example they said. Don't say somebody always doing something when we know that's just not what everybody not always doing something. At times they're doing one thing, at times they're doing something, just like up here. At times I see somebody saying something crazy in the chat, and at times I don't see them saying something crazy in the chat. But to me, how that registers to me, I just can't deal with you, because I only deal with consistency. I need you to be one way with me, because I'm one way when I'm up here. Oh So Dope always has to be oh so dope each and every time I cut the camera on and do this for y'all. Or if you see me typing in chats and whatever chat I'm in, I'm oh so dope. The content creator could be speaking about whatever it is they're speaking of. In that particular moment, if that's something that I would like to add to what they're saying in the chat, then that's what it is. But for the most part, I really don't have no opinion, because I'm just there to enjoy the content. What's being said has no merit on, you know, how can I put it? What the content creator said or speaking about in that particular moment, it doesn't have no merit on what I got going on in that chat, because I'm there for the show. Because see, a lot of times people watch people that they know can't bring nothing that's conducive to what they got going on, but watches them anyway for the entertainment. And I understand that too. But the difference is when you partaking in the foolishness or whatever's being said by said content creators, and then going over to the content creator that they were saying said foolishness about and making it seem like it's hunky-dory over there. That's the problem. You can go wherever the fuck you want to go. You just have to be who the fuck you say you are everywhere you go. And again, that brings me back all the way to the beginning when I said, the moment that you start typing or doing something because you want to be looked at by other people or worried about what people say about you, is the moment you ain't living for yourself. And I myself will always look at that, and I know they said don't avoid words like always, but always in this particular situation will look at that as weird. You should want to be yourself at all in all situations. You should want to be yourself in all situations. Point blank, period. You know, yeah, it's just it's a sad thing, and it's a sad day when you could just cut on the internet or TV and see all this effeminate energy from men, and you see men not being men, more so like messy women, not even trying to step up and be a man, and they have the age to be, of course, older males, but they ain't got the mental capacity to think beyond the messiness.
Hey, yo, Freddie.
Like I said, motherfuckers say what they want to say about me, but one thing they can't say, oh so dope, ain't gonna be oh so dope, because oh so dope gonna always be oh so dope, regardless of whatever it is I do, because I understand that the content that I put out is a reflection of me. And I'm gonna continue to stay in my dialectic methods, because the dialectic methods are working. Look at the trolls. Look at the trolls displaying heuristic behavior, not soaking up none of the gems, or not soaking up none of the information that I'm giving right now, but rather look past that just to troll and say something to another man that they know absolutely nothing about. And we all can assume who the trolls are, but I can guarantee you it's a person that deals in nothing but heuristic behavior and don't feel and think little of themselves, have nothing else better to do, think real small of themselves, real insignificant in their reality, but feel like somebody up here. Men gotta get back to being men. Men gotta really get back to being men. Men gotta get back to being men. And that, everybody, is also dope explaining the difference between heuristic and dialectic methods. Like I said, I appreciate y'all sitting in on these, and we having these talks, because this is stuff that I feel like is important to be able to recognize this kind of behavior, so you know how to deal with it. Everything don't deserve a response. I don't respond to everything. I'm above a lot of shit. That's how I look at things. That's how I carry myself in reality. I don't respond to a lot of shit. For what? Especially when I know who I am as a person. Motherfuckers get no response. I'm a man first. And I stand on everything that I say and do, and conduct myself as such as well. You know what I'm saying? People are weak. What y'all saying in the chat? But yeah, like I said, y'all, that was me explaining the difference between heuristic and dialectic methods. We see it on display every time in this sector. Hopefully this video can help you be able to identify. And if you see that yourself always delve in heuristic behavior, maybe it's a sense of some time for you to change something. Because if you keep doing something expecting different results, but doing the same thing trying to get different results, that's a form of insanity. But the first thing is to recognize that you practice heuristic behavior. Just arguing for the sake of argument, wasted energy, makes no difference to no one, means nothing to nobody. You know, let me see what y'all saying in the comment section. I appreciate y'all stopping on this live stream. Want to do a Sunday talk. What y'all saying in here? Go to y'all comments and stuff. Appreciate y'all in this comment section too, y'all. see. Let's see. That's true as well, Super. Effeminate males will attack, but they don't do nothing more than just scratches. They do all that windmilling. See, when I think of windmilling, I think of men doing that little, you know, when women used to fight. Well, shit, women probably still fight like this now, but like back in the day, they do all that shit like this. Don't you mess with my man. That's what I think of every time I see another man windmilling for another man. They doing this online. When they type, stop. Oh, so don't stop. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that too, Queen Regina. You're right. Overall, I don't even like to see the females arguing up here with each other, because I think it's pointless as well. I feel like, you know, it's other constructive things that they could be doing besides arguing with each other. And to come to find out, it's a lot of people in the sector that do a lot of great things and are very resourceful. And to reduce yourself to just, you know, being dramatic and shit like that, you know, I feel like just a waste of time. And I feel you on the whole, you don't want to argue with no man, but you see a lot of these males just be wanting to go out their way to argue with women, and that in itself always shows me that they a weak man for always wanting to stoop down and just argue with a woman instead of actually standing on their own 10, respecting themselves, and ain't going for whatever it is that particular female is trying to, you know, bring them down to do. You need to. Everything does not deserve a response, and that's what I'm saying, man. Like, everything does not deserve a response. As I said, that's why I pride myself on that, and that shit has, you know, got me further in life, for real. That's true as well, Michael Ben. That's some real spill right there too, Michael Ben. Children's blame circumstances. Grown men change them circumstances. If you don't, I said it in a song. If you don't like your situation, little niggas, rearrange it. If you don't like your situation, always change it. But that's what men do. Men don't make excuses. Men make shit happen. You don't see that a lot. You don't see that. You barely see that in the sector. That's why I get the pushback I get, because I'm a man that actually stands for something. These men don't stand for nothing in this sector. Right, Black Ubiquity. And their accountability instructs them to evolve their behavior in such a way as to not act, track, or create the circumstance that leads to negative outcomes. Which, again, you know, you hear a lot of people in there say that this a beef sector. Like, what is that? Like, a beef sector? Like, that's weird as hell. Who the hell gonna be spending majority of their time up here arguing with folks? Ain't nobody gonna spend that much time arguing with nobody. Like Ply say, I ain't trying to argue with you. I ain't trying to argue with you. You motherfucker to spent all that time arguing with a motherfucker. What's up, peep gang? That's also true as well. Heuristic behavior is a coping mechanism, not unlike alcoholism or drug abuse. For sure. Definitely a coping mechanism, which goes back to letting you know that people are not sure of themselves. So they figure the best way to get ahead of, not having people look at them a certain way is to already present to be one way, so a person can already look at them that way, instead of knowing who they are as a person, standing for something, having some kind of substance with them, and people respecting them because they see that they have respect for themselves. I'm just saying, man, this stuff is wild. Appreciate that, Black Ubiquity. Thank you, Super. Appreciate that, Michael Ben. Lovey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So, and this is crazy, but you see it like we see it now. We see weak people now, like with these troll accounts. We see all these weak folks. And Lovey, when you get a chance, Lovey, send me your size t-shirt. Send me the size t-shirt that I'm sending to you that you won. Send me your size when you get a chance. I appreciate y'all being in the building too, man. Link is in the chat. Link is in the chat for anybody that wants to share their thoughts about the topic today. Give me pushback because they don't agree with what I said, or just want to come up and say what's up. Feel free to hit the link. I'm going to pin it inside the chat so people can hit the link. Link is pinned in the chat. I'm going to give it a few. And a lot of this, what you see in the sector, is a lot of heuristic behavior. A lot of people that want no kind of resolve. They just simply want to argue for the sport of arguing at their older age, to put on display for the internet. Come on, y'all. This shit on the internet, y'all. Is that how you want to be looked at? Come on, man. Especially these males out here, y'all. You want to be known for wanting to have back and forth with women on the internet and arguing just to be arguing on top of that. That shit just don't make no sense to me, and it won't make sense to me. I'm sorry, it just won't make sense to me at all. Wasted energy when you can really be doing something that's conducive to your health. And that's another thing, your health. That shit ain't healthy at all. Ain't nothing healthy about that. Just to be arguing just for the sake of arguing. Like I said, link is in the chat. Link is pinned in the chat. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all that pulled up, man. You know what I'm saying? We moving over here, y'all. What else y'all saying in here? Michael Ben, it's a lot of, and it's crazy. It's a lot of worshiping of false idols. I don't understand that at all. Especially with the idol that they're worshiping, ain't no better than them. You know what I mean? If you're a person that got blood coursing through your veins, and you still have all your human emotions, and you still require to get sleep, you still eat, and put on your pants leg one leg at a time. It's no way you should be putting that person on a pedestal if they're just as human as you are. That's ridiculous. That's it. But you know, anybody do anything on these social media platforms. It's a damn shame. It's really a damn shame. Don't make no sense at all. Clearly you see that people don't even like themselves. Hey, Michael Ben, only on YouTube, Michael Ben. If you got some common sense, you'll know better. If you had some common sense, you'll know better. I know me, I never subscribe to no shit like that. Never. So again, but you know, it's a lot of effeminate males out here. I can't even give you the man title because they don't walk as a man. A lot of effeminate males up here, and they actions show it every day, just by the things they do. Like no man operates like that. no man does the things that these men do. No man does the things these men do. These males do. I keep saying y'all men, y'all males. You know, everything in its totality, man, we just got to do better. I'm going to keep saying that every live stream that I'm addressing us, we got to do better. Yeah, we can sit around and point out how much shit that women do. And if you're a man that's out in the world that operates on a different wavelength and see the difference between a woman that got respect for herself and a woman that don't got respect for herself, you'll be able to decipher that. But the issue to me is men don't know how to be men. And I feel like we lost our way. We really have lost our way. We have really lost our way. It makes absolutely no sense how much effeminacy is going on. A lot of effeminacy going on. Men not being men. Men ain't standing for nothing. It's just ridiculous. Hopefully this video right here can help a male and a male that don't have no clue where to start. This can help you to understand just the difference of heuristic behavior and dialectic behavior. And the methods, and be able to identify, you know, just for public consumption, stuff that people can actually use and apply for the betterment. I challenge motherfuckers to do that. Come with some substance. I already know that's gonna be a hard task. I already know. But I appreciate y'all on this good Sunday. This was a good talk. I appreciate it, and I want to thank everybody that that pulled up on me. We're gonna continue to have these kind of conversations. Great, good topics each and every time. Great points of views from y'all as well, and I just want to say thank y'all. And I appreciate everybody that subscribed. I appreciate the new subscribers. I appreciate everybody that's been supporting. Salute to the chat. Salute to the best mods on YouTube. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. The detractors as well, because the detractors, they can't stop watching, so that's a view every time. So you support in one way or the other. And it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Thank y'all. Also Dope Live, hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button. I appreciate your subscription. Share the live stream. You don't have to bear with me this time. I already shared the live stream. Also Dope Live. Oh so dope, oh so dope, oh so dope. Protect your peace, protect your energy. Always strive to make good decisions. Love yourself first. How can you love someone else without loving yourself first? Oh so dope. Live. Appreciate that, super. Appreciate y'all. Here we go. Continue to have a good rest of your day as well. And sending nothing but great vibes coming into this new week. Y'all be safe out there.
Hey, yo, Freddie.
Nike, Gore-Tex, boots, buggy, jacket to match, baby. That's with me. Chief and animal, cookies and wax. 93, octane punch, smoke, puffing on Pacquiao pack. Nothing can stop me. I'm after the racks. Accumulate funds till I feel on back. Let me get in my groove. Let me get in my groove. Nike Air Max 97, cork, all of my shoes. You reach a certain status if you pay all your dues. Staying out the way of fuckery and dropping my jewels. Actuals. Yeah, little bitch, you feeling this shit. I'm killing this shit like Fred. Damn, I'm in your dreams, living rent free. Motherfucker, you too invested. You should make moves and pay your dues. Establish a line of credit. Right, the cars of life that's dealt to you. Swipe them all like that. She loving the view, champagne mixed with the juice. There's nothing to prove. When you the one that's making the moves, I'm hitting the snooze. I hear you talking, I'm not amused. That money a tool, so make more of it. What you gon' do? Damn, shit, I'm talking everything. Shit, Valentine, where I'm from, little bitch. Real peace, rock, go, whoa. Still accomplishing the goal, whoa.
Focus on yourself, get your money, and just ignore the hate. Think past great, be exceptional. They ain't fucking with you when you got a voice. Motherfuckers, they wanna censor you, don't ever let them. Motherfuck that, it never benefits you. Stand on your own 10 in each chain of events. You'll get more respect when people see your purpose. You should never be nervous when you living in your reality. I'm a king, the hierarchy different, no principality. Vigorous aerobic lyrics burn calories. My chocolate twins bring that money to me. They resemble Maori. Ooh-wee and Waikiki, I'm chief in Maui Wowie. She Pearl One in Oahu, she brought that Island Sour. My mind is an engine, no blown head gasket. I'm so in tune with self, my energy would always match it. Factuals. In the winter, oh so dope, live bomber jacket. Who cares what pussy niggas say? They mad they can't hack it. Factuals. I can't coach the replacements. I'm no Gene Hackman. Factuals. I'd rather kill the function stepping in some Steve Maddens. My life a movie, I might share with y'all some reenactments. I want the whole pot, but we can talk business over some fractions. It's been a while since I played Madden. It really has. I'ma have to spar with Cuzzy for some recollection. Let's go. Factuals, buy some properties, not club sections. Make that money, make money into investments. Man, I ain't just sitting around all day not making no motherfucking money. You fucking kidding me? Shit, my music not for everybody. I'm just not some anybody. If you getting money, it's for you. If not, then get the fuck around me. Reflecting is important and evokes accountability. Flow, presence, and style. Some things in my utility. She loves how I craft words. A reason why she feeling me. I'm from Norfolk, nigga, but I'm definitely an anomaly. Factual. Faith was on my side. I had to believe that God gave me these abilities so I can achieve all these goals I set for
for myself while I can still breathe. And longevity is near, I keep applying the squeeze. Lemon squeezed in my Perrier, the compliment gorgeous. I won't stop working till my Duke's in the fortress with a smile, which indicates to me it's worthwhile. If it's no stamps inside your passport, throw in the towel, nigga. Ooh. Fuck, niggas ain't never been nowhere. What you know about having sand in your phone posits from Dubai? They don't know shit about it. I'm built for this shit. Stupid motherfucker could never trick me off my platform. And that Perrier still cold too, nigga. Ooh. As long as it's air in my lungs, I'm gonna recite my life, so soak it up like a sponge. I'm a peel, a scroll, a kill the vegetables. You want some, but you put nothing on the pack, so now you look the fuck dumb. One thing that I achieved is that I cooled out in Tel Aviv. Bottled up some holy water, now my mama please. Coffee around my cranium, I'm dripped down. They was wishing for a true one, ooh, I'm here now. You niggas pussy, go and get a pap smear now. I'll yank a bitch talking crazy and I'll wear out. Keep it G to a T, 100% me. 100. In some jiggy textiles, ho, I style me. If you mad, little bitch, gon' stay mad. Instead of being on some fuck shit, go get a bag. I lost count on all the songs I said that same shit. Well, be about your business, not that lame shit. I can tell they watching now because they bite the style. Document my life, important that I write it down. If you want that fuck shit, don't you come around. Stay consistent, keep your distance from them fuck arounds. How you like me now, baby? How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now, baby? How you like me now? How you like me now, baby? How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now, baby? How you like me now?